Hey there, Detroit sports fanatics. I'm Taylor Phillips, and sorry for the delay. Welcome to Taylor's Detroit Sports Show, Tuesday, March 31st, 2015 at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. This is my first post-game edition, my first daily post-game edition of Taylor's Detroit Sports Show on BlogTalkRadio. Also simulcasting on Google Plus Hangouts and Ustream at ustream.tv. If you want to call in on the show, the number is 646-478-4837. You can text live at 231-429-3668, but please give me your name, city, and state. Just going to talk some Wings, Pistons, and Tigers. Red Wings jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the second period on Gustav Nyquist's goal. Clark MacArthur tied it up for the Senators with under 5 minutes to go in the third. Shot could have been blocked. Then the Wings were outshot 25-9 through 2 periods and 33-16 through 3 periods, 34-16 at the end of overtime as they went into the shootout. And Nyquist and Tatar scored, but Pina Mrazek couldn't stop a shot. Bobby Ryan's shot went well wide, but all the other 3 Senators scored their shootout goals, including the rookie who won it. Mrazek obviously choked, but only half of that is his fault. Not all of it. Mike Babcock has become one of the dumbest coaches I've ever seen coach on live cable or satellite television, regional, that is. One of the dumbest coaches right now to coach an NHL team. He keeps making bad line changes, and he keeps putting bad shooters in the shootout, including Stephen Weiss, who is still a bust. And who did he put in the third? Who did he put in the shootout in the third round for the Wings? Marek Shidlitsky? He's a defenseman. Well, he's a defenseman, but I just don't think he ever had much experience in the shootout. Marek Shidlitsky failed miserably to score a goal on Andrew Hammond. Stephen Weiss also failed miserably to score a goal on Andrew Hammond in the shootout. And this Red Wings team just continues to shoot themselves in the foot and shoot themselves in the head as well. Oh, we got 1 point.
What's your problem there, pal? Can't I get a bit of sleep? Don't talk me.
I'm one of the Red Wing fans that is absolutely furious. I want Babcock gone. Not to complain too negatively, but Babcock's really got to go. Even if the Maple Leafs don't get him, I hope another team gets him. I hope another team picks him up. But the Maple Leafs are still. There's still rumors that the Maple Leafs might get get Babcock in the off season as a head coach. No, I don't. And no, I don't want Randy Carlyle to coach the Wings. I desperately want John Tortorella to coach the Wings. I think he's a tougher and smarter coach than Mike Babcock. The Red Wings were on their toes most of the game tonight. To the Ottawa Senators, who are hungry for a playoff spot, but I still don't think the Senators can make the playoffs. Bruins won 3-2 over the struggling Florida Panthers in regulation with a game-winning goal with over a minute to go. They're within 2 points of the Red Wings for third place in the Atlantic Division. And Red Wing fans have to be as furious as I am. Those who continue to coddle them have problems with themselves. No offense. 646-478-4837 is the number to call, and 231-429-3668 is the number to text message with your name, city, and state. It doesn't look good for the Red Wings right now. In fact, I think the Bruins will actually earn that spot for third place in the Atlantic Division, and the Wings settle for a wild card spot again. For the second consecutive year since the Red Wings moved to the Eastern Conference, the Wings have always been this bad since they lost the Stanley Cup in 2009 at home in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Speaking of which, the Wings play the Bruins Thursday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Detroit. Peter Mrazek will get the start again because he was solid, except in the shootout. The Pistons upset the Atlanta Hawks 105-95. Andre Drummond kept doing his thing. But of all players, John Lucas III helped the Pistons put the game away. And helped Stan Van Gundy earn his 400th career win as a head coach in the NBA. Lucas scored 15 points and added 3 assists in 22 minutes. Reggie Jackson was sick, but he still played and scored 12 points and 11 assists. He scored a double-double through illness. Impressive. Yeah, I have a head cold too, but I'm hanging in there. I'm in your league, Reggie. Anthony Tolliver got himself a double-double, 13 points and a season-high 10 rebounds. His first double-double with the Pistons. Drummond had 22 points and 13 rebounds. That's what he always does. Spencer Dinwiddie suffered a left ankle sprain early in the second quarter. He did not return. The Hawks shot 59% from the field in the first half, 23 of 39. The Pistons were out-rebounded by the Hawks 43 to 38. Caron Butler played 23 minutes without a rebound, and Jody Meeks played 16 without a rebound. Pistons go to Charlotte tomorrow night at 7 and play the Hornets. Then they're back home Friday against the Bulls and Saturday at home against the Heat. They try to look for revenge on Miami. Dwayne Wade and Mario Chalmers and company. Greg Monroe missed his 8th consecutive game with a right knee strain for the Pistons. Van Gundy said he hopes Monroe will be back next week after the 4-5. Former Piston Austin Day signed recently with Atlanta, made a late three-pointer. That was it. So congratulations to the great Stan Van Gundy on his 400th NBA head coaching victory. And some are still saying that the Pistons should keep losing and keep tanking.
I want you here. What's your problem there, pal? Can't I get a bit of sleep? Don't bug me.
The Pistons don't need. I know the fans want a top lottery draft pick.
I want you here. What's your problem there, pal? Can't I get a bit of sleep? Don't bug me.
That's exactly what I'm tired of hearing. The Pistons don't need a top lottery draft pick, okay? They have a better roster, and they are playing better as a team. They just missed Brandon Jennings. Plus, the Pistons need to play better defense. They can't keep allowing 90-plus or 100-plus or 110-plus points per game. That's what they've done most of the season. Win or lose. Lack of defense hurts you. Lack of defense hurts you. It really does. It doesn't win you. Lack of defense almost never wins you games. Defense wins you more games. Offense only gets you more points. And if you agree with me, call in 646-478-4837 or text message at live on the show at 231-429-3668 with your name, city, and state. I don't even care if the Pistons don't make the playoffs. They might not, but they still have a better roster. And I think next year they'll have a deeper run at an NBA championship. I really do. I really do. Once Brandon Jennings returns, not only can he score, but he can steal the ball as well. Once he returns next season, the Pistons will be a force, an ultimate force to be reckoned with. Now let me get to the Tigers here. They lost 7-3 badly to the Pittsburgh Pirates in Grapefruit League action in spring training exhibition action at Joker Marchant Stadium in Lakeland, Florida. They are less than 1 week away from opening day at Comerica Park against the Ron Gardenhire-less Minnesota Twins. The Twins fired Ron Gardenhire, their old manager, who has managed the Twins for over a decade, maybe almost 2 decades. Their new manager, Paul Molitor, a former Minnesota Twin first baseman, I think. I can relook him. I can Google him here. But anyway, the Tigers surrendered Tigers starting pitcher David Price surrendered 4 runs in the 4th after Nick Castellanos got an RBI sacrifice fly scoring Jonas Cespedes. I just read the latest SI magazine. About the 2015 MLB preview. And Sports Illustrated predicts that the Cleveland Indians win the AL Central. The Tigers come and finish in 2nd place. If I were to agree with SI, I would say the Tigers would still win the wild card and still not make a deep run in the MLB postseason. The Tigers still have bullpen issues, and they are trying to address it as best they can. Or maybe not. They continue to stick with Joe Nathan as their closer after he blew 7 saves. After he wound up with 7 blown saves last season. Nathan has had a few bad seasons in his career, but he's better than that. He's had a couple very remarkable seasons in the past. Tigers visit the Houston Astros in Kissimmee, Florida tomorrow at 1:05. Let me check See how everybody's doing. Anthony Gose is batting .317 this spring. Finished 1 for 3 today. James McCann is batting .361. Victor Martinez went 0 for 4, batting .091 this spring. If I were Brad Ausmus, I should have put Victor Martinez and Miguel Cabrera, or put just Victor Martinez on hold, and still give Cabrera a spring training debut. Miguel Cabrera is batting .318. Cespedes is batting .309. Ian Kinsler is batting .391. Spring training numbers don't count, but they do matter. They can have an effect. They can carry on how they do in the regular season. They can carry over to the regular season, to the upcoming regular season stats in a positive fashion. Nick Castellanos is batting .269. That's kind of so-so. Andrew Romine batting .205, not so good. Not terrible either. Avila is only batting .175. Still very bad. Avila should no longer be the number one catcher. McCann should be the number one catcher. Avila should be the backup. Jose Iglesias is batting .091, but he still plays great defense. Rajai Davis, .314. Ben Verlander is batting .400, but he's not going to make it to the majors still. David Price's ERA is .576. I still think there should have been a starting pitcher controversy for opening day, for who should start on opening day at Comerica Park against the Twins. Joaquim Soria's ERA is a flat .000. Only gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 Pirates batters in 1 full inning, in the 8th inning. Ian Kroll, .338 ERA, 0 hits today, 0 hits given up today, 0 runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks in 1 inning, in the 9th inning, at its entirety. Bruce Rondon, .491, only getting warmed up, struck out the side in 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. Very impressed, even better than the .491. He was only getting warmed up in the beginning of spring training, and now Rondon is getting better. Rondon should join the Tigers bullpen. The Tigers have already released Joel Hanrahan. Tragically, he just couldn't get any better in terms of health. Alex Wilson had already been sent down to Toledo. Tom Gorzolani. Oh boy. Tom Gorzolani. a 9.00 ERA, 0-1 record, 6 innings flat pitched, 4 strikeouts, 0 saves. That's it. And his ERA this year has been worse than all his other 8 spring training preseasons. First 4 with the Pirates, the next with the Cubs, and then the other 2 after that with the Nationals, then the last one with the Brewers. So your thoughts on those stats? Call in quick, 646-478-4837. Text message live quick, 231-429-3668. Name, city, and state. If you can't make it on time, if you can't make a comment on time live, just leave a comment on my show. And then I will get back to you when I get a notification on a comment. So that's going to do it for Taylor's Detroit Sports Show, post-game edition, Tuesday, March 31st, 2015 at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. What's on tap tomorrow? The Tigers visit the Astros at 1:05. The Pistons play in Charlotte against the Hornets at 7. So I will create another episode of another post-game edition episode on Blog Talk Radio for tomorrow night at 11 p.m. and I will talk to you then. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Thank you for using Blog